Hello and welcome to Beyond the Classroom, a closer look at those here at Windermere Prep. I am joined here today with Ms. Rachel Villagomez, a Spanish teacher. Ms. Villagomez, how are you doing today?
I am excelente. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Let's start off. Where were you born?
I was born in Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Did you grow up there?
For about 5 years of my life, and then we moved to a more tropical location.
All right. What was it like living there?
In Texas?
Yes.
I don't really remember it, but the people were really nice, had really good Mexican food.
Yes.
But I didn't really grow up there, so I'm sure we'll get to that.
All right. Since you lived in Texas, everything is said to be bigger in Texas. So is everything really bigger?
I love that expression. I think it means more personality and attitude. Right, and people are really neighborly and friendly, and things tend to be big, like belt buckles and hats and boots and trucks. But it really just means the attitude and the personality of the people. I love Texans.
Did you attend high school in Texas?
I did not. I actually grew up in Florida.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So where did you go to high school?
Rutherford High School. Go Rams!
Panama City is known as the Redneck Riviera. What was it like living in the Redneck Riviera?
It was fun growing up. I grew up in Panama City Beach, on the beach. I mean, that's the best childhood ever.
Did you participate in any sports, clubs, or other activities?
Basketball was a big part of my high school life.
Who is your childhood hero?
Oh, I have a definite. That would be my grandmother. My grandparents raised me, very important to me in my life, and I was actually named after her. Her name's Rachel as well.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Anything but math and science.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did love Spanish.
So was that your best class?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
How much time did you spend on academics?
I was very dedicated to my studies. I lived about 50 minutes away from my high school because I lived on the beach and the only schools were in town. And I was admitted into my high school through IB initially, and then I went down to certificate, but it was still a lot of work that was required of me. And I was very self-motivated, even though I played a varsity sport. And I'm sure you know if you play sports, it's a lot of hours, a lot of time out of your schedule, and then you have to balance that with your school subjects, your studies. So I managed to do that well, the balance. Yes. So academics is a big deal to me.
Okay.
I am a teacher.
Yes.
I should say that. It'd be wrong if I said, school was stupid. Why am I here? I'm sorry, moving on.
Okay. Where did you attend college?
Rollins.
Rollins?
Yes.
Why did you choose Rollins?
Well, I got kind of lucky in that I got a full scholarship.
What were some of your first jobs right out of college?
Oh, well, I started working when I was 14. Oh. So I was a sandwich artist. That was my very first job.
How was that like?
Well, I didn't last really long because they caught me messing with the tuna fish, like the little scooper, and I was flinging it at a friend instead of making it on the sandwich. So I got in trouble. All right. And then I worked at some surf shops on the beach, some restaurants here and there. But out of college, those were the fun jobs. Out of college, I worked at my aunt's law firm, clothing store right there on Park Avenue. I helped really stuffy ladies dress themselves. I didn't like that job.
Law was a huge thing in your family, right?
Yes.
So were you ever going to be involved in it?
Well, I knew I didn't want to be an attorney once I started working for my aunt. No offense. I love my aunt and what she does. She's really incredible at her job. But that's what made me know I didn't want to be an attorney.
All right.
Definitely. The whole teacher thing, I always wanted to be a teacher, and I don't know why. Even as a kid, and little girls play dress up or house, I played classroom. So I know that I must have always wanted to be a teacher for some reason.
So what led you to Windermere Prep?
Well, that's a funny story. It's not actually funny at all. It's just coincidental and by chance maybe that I had gone back to Georgia because I didn't tell you this, but I did teach in Georgia for about 5 years, and I moved out there to go to Atlanta just to change cities, something fun after I taught a couple years here. And I thought it was time to come back to Orlando, come back home. So I just Googled private schools, Orlando, and only 2 came up. And I gave I made a call to Windermere Prep, and it just so happened the person on the other end said, "Oh my goodness, we're interviewing now, ASAP, for Spanish teachers." So it's like fate had me come right in, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I interviewed for a whole day here. I got the job.
That's good.
So it was meant to be.
We're happy to have you here.
And I'm happy to be here.
All right. Do you have any family traditions?
We do vacation a lot as a family, and it sounds really snooty. We go to the Bahamas every year, and every couple of years we go to Italy. And we probably eat together, the whole family, and we have a funny name for our family. I don't know if I should share it, but anyways, we're fun. We're big and fun and loud, and we like to get together all the time, and we always celebrate people's birthdays, young and old. I mean, the 3-year-old gets a birthday, and the 50-year-old gets a birthday, and everybody in between. So we're really a celebratory kind of family. So everything's tradition, mainly travel and food.
All right. What was your most memorable vacation with your family?
Because of that, I don't have one in particular, because I grew up traveling and going to so many places all the time. All I know is that we always did a lot of laughing, a lot of eating, and we just had a lot of fun. So nothing really in particular stands out.
What's your favorite word?
Ooh, that's a good one too. Albondigas is a really good one.
All right.
Meatballs in Spanish.
Yes.
Albondigas.
So is meatballs your favorite English word?
No, I don't think I have one.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, I'll be 10 years older, so I'll be at least 25. No, seriously, you know what? I mean, I'm assuming, I guess everyone says this, married and with a family, but I don't know. I mean, I could be teaching English in Greece. That would be really cool. Probably still in education in some realm, but in all seriousness, I'd like to be a professor. I'm just taking the slow track to that, enjoying my life in the meantime, because I really do enjoy being around this age of I would say kids, where it's just me in high school. I think you guys are funny and interesting, and it's just making me not really progress as quickly as I want to, but it's okay. I've been enjoying every single step of my life, professionally and otherwise, so yeah, in education, just hopefully at the university level.
Ms. Villagomez, thank you for your time, sharing with us your life beyond the classroom.
And thank you for having me.